What's up, sons? It's Blind Rod with Son of a Tech once again, and apparently there's just too much news coming out today. Let me mute that. Ho! Already failing at the live stream. So, I assume you guys have already seen the ETH Bitmain A6 update that I posted today. We also had some other updates. It's been crazy. I think we've already done 2 videos today. This is the 3rd. And we have some news from Ravencoin. Tons of news coming out. The only way I could really get to this is by live streaming it. I haven't even really looked at this white paper roadmap yet. So I'm hoping that you guys will go over this with me and we'll kind of see what's going down. Hey, Shubham, welcome to the stream. You're awesome. So thanks for watching the videos. Can't wait to hear my thoughts. I can't wait to form some thoughts with you all because that's what we need to see here as soon as we can kind of hop in and see what's going on. I've heard some things, I've looked at some other things, and I'm definitely intrigued. So I know the white paper got updated. This is the original one, right? This is the original algorithm paper, X16R. Let me look. I believe, yeah, so this is the original one. This one's been out already. We've already gone over this in our how and why to mine Ravencoin, so there you go. Gangstas, welcome to the stream. Man Artin, welcome to the stream. Matt Smith, welcome to the stream. What's up, bro? How you doing today? Glad to see all y'all here. If you have particular thoughts and so on and so forth, please put them in. I'll be mainly driving this stream with your comments and so on. So well, the way I'm going to essentially do this is go through it, read section by section, check chat, see what you guys are saying, try to give you my thoughts. You know, depending on how technical this is, I might not have any thoughts. I might need your help. So this looks like the new white paper. What's up, David? Welcome to the stream. Hello from Texas, Kick-Ass Videos. How are you doing today? Another crazy day in crypto. No junk, Tony. You are not wrong, good sir. It's getting nuts out there. So this came out today, 3rd of April, 2018. As you can see, well, you can't because it's right here. This is the date. It is the 3rd, though. So this is brand new news. Thank you to the Bitcoin founder and developers. The Ravencoin project was launched based on hard work and continuous effort of over 430 Bitcoin developers who made over 14,000 commits by the date of the Ravencoin code fork. We are eternally grateful to you for your diligence in making a secure network and for your support of free and open source software development. The Ravencoin project is built on the foundation you built. Awesome. So there you go. Apparently website crashed as soon as the white paper was released. Nice. Well, at least it's not crashed for us. Maybe I should download the PDF in case though. Looks like I already have. So abstract, Ravencoin is a blockchain and platform optimized for transferring assets such as tokens from one holder to another. Nothing new there. Based on extensive development and testing of the UTXO model of the Bitcoin protocol, Ravencoin is built on a fork of the Bitcoin code. Key changes include a block reward time of 1 minute, a change in the number of coins issued, but not the weighted distribution schedule, and the addition of asset creation and messaging capabilities. So I think those are the keywords we're looking for there. Ravencoin is free and open source. All Ravencoin are fairly issued and mined publicly and transparently using proof of work, using the X16R algorithm, which you guys can go check my thoughts out on that and how and why to mine it, and which is what was created for Ravencoin. There is no private, public, founder, or developer allocation set aside. Awesome. Ravencoin is intended to prioritize security, user control, privacy, and censorship resistance. It is open to use in development in any jurisdiction while allowing simple additional features for users based on need. There you go. What's up? Welcome to the stream, Bimby. How are you doing? Greetings, Matt. And let's move on. No questions. I think all of that's pretty self-explanatory. Makes sense to me. I'm digging it so far. So the introduction is what we'll move on to here. A blockchain ledger A blockchain is a ledger showing the quantity of something controlled by a user. It enables one to transfer control of that digital representation to someone else. Of the many possible uses for blockchain technology, the reporting of who owns what is one of its core functions. This is likely why first and to date the most successful use case for blockchain technology has been Bitcoin, which was announced by Satoshi Nakamoto on October 31st, 2008. The Ethereum ECR20 protocol and other projects show tokenized assets that use another blockchain that can be created with a wide variety of purposes and structures. Tokens offer several advantages to traditional shares or other participation mechanisms. For example, faster transfer speed, increased user control, and censorship resistance, and a reduction or elimination of the need for a trusted third party. Bitcoin also has the capability of serving as the rails for tokens by using projects like OmniLayer, Risk, or Counterparty. However, neither Bitcoin nor Ethereum were specifically designed for facilitating ownership of additional assets, and the users and development teams generally prioritize other features. So I guess this is where they're kind of coming in, and this is the shtick. Ravencoin is designed to efficiently handle one specific function well, the transfer of assets from one party to another. One goal of Raven protocol is to create a use case focused blockchain and development effort which can create code providing advantages for specific use cases while contributing to open source code which could be used by Bitcoin or other projects. If the global economy is influenced by actors using various blockchains, then the way capital markets work today could also change. Borders and jurisdictions may become less relevant as more assets become tradable and trading across borders grows increasingly frictionless. In an age where people can move significant amounts of wealth instantly using Bitcoin, global consumers will likely demand the same efficiency for their securities and similar asset holdings. Okay, got it. Awesome, gangsters, thanks. So on January 3rd, 2009, Bitcoin was launched as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. So I get where they're going. Essentially where they're going to is a better way to handle assets, and that includes, as far as I understand it, you know, anything from, I don't see anything about smart contracts, but actual, including, you know, physical assets is what it seems to be aiming towards, that you couldn't really give across or as easily with like an ERC20 protocol. So background should be pretty self-explanatory. I should have gotten water for this because that is going to get this interesting. I'm going to get cotton mouth. So they have a William Shakespeare quote here: "Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed." The solution is to create a Bitcoin-like system that is fully asset aware. Cool, I nailed it. A system being asset aware provides two major advantages. First, it allows the client and RPC commands to protect the asset from being destroyed accidentally. One of the largest problems with Ethereum is the RPC security. So I'm glad to see it seems that they're going to be focusing on that pretty heavily. Second, it allows a single native client to issue, track, and transfer assets. Lastly, to provide security for underlying assets, the Bitcoin-like system functions only with a market value, a strong mining community, awesome, and wide distribution. So they're definitely targeting miners here. That's probably a good thing for us, right? You're going to wait for the X17 algo. What are you talking about? X16S, Bimby? You need that pigeon coin. Assets are tokens. So essentially, I'm assuming that's exactly like tokens on the Ethereum blockchain that can be issued by users of the Raven protocol without the need to be mined. Users of the Raven protocol create these assets and decide their purpose and rules independent of the protocol. These assets or tokens exist on the Ravencoin blockchain and could be whatever name, denomination, or purpose selected by the creators of each asset, coin, or token. The tokens are transferable and move with the same as Bitcoin or other similarly functioning cryptocurrencies. In Ravencoin, an asset is just a limited quantity of a unique symbol and transferable to any Ravencoin address. So pretty much we're talking about Ethereum here at this point, right? Assets have been available for some time on other platforms such as Open Assets, Mastercoin, Counterparty, and as ECR20 or ECR223 token on Ethereum. So there you go. Assets created on the Raven protocol have several advantages. And here's the advantages that they say they are. They're easier to use, tightly integrated with a native coin, and secured with a fair proof of work mining and open source code not run by a centralized organization. X17P Period Headcoin. Nice, Jeff. How many rigs do I have mining? I only have 3, random uploader. I am about as random of a miner as you are an uploader. Mr. Road to 3K. Hope you get to 3K soon. Let's see. Assets or tokens can be used for anything the creator's imagination can conjure. The ideas presented here are sampling. Okay, cool. So they got examples of gold bars, silver coins, physical euros, land deeds. DC Comics presents number 26. Okay, I'm sold. There you go. Energy credits such as electricity, wood, gas, oil, and wind. And then representing a share of a product, they will be having securities tokens, it looks like here. Okay. Co-op, limited partnership, and royalty sharing. Or representing virtual goods, ticket to an event, a license to allow an activity, an access token, or in-game currency. Okay, cool. And items transferable outside of the game platform. We can run a diff on the new dock. Is there a new dock? Am I on the old dock? This is just released right now. Representing a credit, gift cards, airline miles, or reward points. Satoshi Nakamoto described Bitcoin as an implementation of Weidai's B-Money designed to afford users more control, security, and privacy than more centralized systems. A design with the potential to prevent violence and discrimination given the holder of Bitcoin remains private. Ravencoin aims to continue the implementation by focusing on asset other than cash, providing a platform that users can easily issue assets they control under the rules they establish on a secure blockchain. So they're talking about trading goods directly through the blockchain via an asset management token. They're just calling tokens essentially here assets, as far as I understand it. Correct me in the chat if I'm incorrect on that, please. So Ravencoin launch and algorithm. Ravencoin was announced on October 31st, 2017 and released binaries for mining on January 3rd, 2018. The respective 9th anniversary of the announcement and launch of Bitcoin. Ravencoin is a Bitcoin-like system that will allow users to issue and integrate assets. We talked about this. We've covered it. So we're pretty good there. We know that it uses X16R. Launched the token with no pre-mine and fair launch to widely distribute the tokens. We knew that already. Allow mining rate to increase and the value of Raven token to naturally grow and gradually disperse to holders that understand the value of the platform. That's good. We kind of knew that though as well. Utilize proof of work mining, not because it burns a scarce resource of electricity or the requirement of computer hardware, but instead focuses on the most valuable part of the work, which is building an ever larger and time-based wall that protects user data from future tampering and censorship with every new layer. So, I mean, they're putting a pretty strong plug in there for proof of work. And yeah, I mean, proof of stake's just not really there yet when we start talking about user data and tampering. So I understand that. If you guys don't mind throwing a like, that'd be awesome. Did anyone hear about the shooting in YouTube HQ? That's not really related to this, is it? What's happening this first, the Bitcoin crash? Yeah, not super related. Theodore, geez, people will do anything to get likes on YouTube. Yeah, that's why I just asked for likes. Oh, and I lost them all. There you go. All right, so moving on to asset insurance and transfer. Deep into the darkness, appearing long. So, an Edgar Allan Poe. This is all branding. So there you go. Token names are guaranteed unique. The first to issue a token with a given name is the owner of that token project. The issuer of a token burns Raven and must provide a unique token name. The issuer determines the quantity issued, the number of decimal places, and whether they will be allowed to issue more of the same token in the future. Allow the issuance of other tokens using similar method as Mastercoin, Counterparty, or CoinSpark. Okay. Tightly integrate assets with the GUI wallet. That's nice, and create new RPC calls, which provides intuitive asset management. Easily issue new assets, report current balances, and transfer to other users. There's going to be an interesting rush to get the good names, I think. Yeah, that would be. We need to go get some. Don't take son of a. Shh. Stupid question, probably. Can you mine Raven with your 1030? I am mining Raven with my 1030. And in the how to mine Raven and why, it's right up there for you guys, so you can go check it out. You can go pull that up and see what it's pulling. I believe it's like 1.5 per 1030. So the 8 card rig's around 10 to 11 right now at this time. Hell yeah, 1030 Master Race. What do you think of Pigeon Coin? I've been told that it is the Doge of X16, but I have not really looked at it enough to give you a valid opinion yet. I'm just barely getting all my research in for Ravencoin, as you can see right now. So in some cases, whether one is selflessly or selfishly motivated, open source may be a better model for many and interesting types of projects than other structures. Ravencoin will allow projects to issue tokens to represent co-ops, corporations, or partnerships. Co-ops, for example, are commonly organization form in which employees and participants are owners. Large organizations such as Credit Agricole, REI, Land O'Lakes, Ace Hardware, Co-op, blah, 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 are structured as co-ops. Despite offering many advantages to participants, co-ops are sometimes difficult to structure and maintain. So what they're saying is they're tokenizing the co-op interest opens many new ways for the structure that can be used to allocate resources and capital, since the rules for each token can be changed by each issuer. Okay, gotcha. I understand at this point all of the token business. So rewards, here we go. Check out Super Miner for good miner on Raven. All right, I will. Don't you lie to me. Ravencoin mining difficulty going up. It's probably going to go up a lot more with this release. It does look like this is pretty flushed out so far. Allow the payment of rewards or dividends in the native token with a single command. The reward denominated in Raven is automatically divided evenly and sent pro rata to the holders of the asset. So an example, a young child in a country that permits it could create a token that represents a lemonade stand business. Suppose she creates 10,000 lemonade tokens. These tokens could be used to raise funds for the lemonade stand at 1 cent Australian per lemonade token, allowing her to raise $100 to build her business. These tokens can be sold and transferred easily by the owners. Suppose the lemonade stand does extraordinarily well because of the neighborhood is invested in this entrepreneurial project. And now our fictional 8-year-old wants to reward those who believed in her project with one command. She can send profits denominated in any value Raven may have to Lemonade token holders. There could be a new holders of Lemonade tokens that she never met. The built-in ease of use would allow anyone anywhere in the world to do so on mobile phone or a computer running anything, essentially. I mean, so it's talking about dividends here, essentially, is what it's talking about. I don't think this isn't anything you can't already do on Ethereum. Correct me if I'm wrong. Here we go. So unique tokens allow token holders to create unique assets. So this is like ECR 721. Some examples. An art dealer issues the name art. The dealer can make unique art assets by attaching a name or serialized number to each piece of art. These unique tokens can be transferred to the new owner along with the artwork as proof of authenticity. Okay, I mean, I like that. But this isn't, once again, this isn't anything we can't do already. Software developer. In-game assets. So there you go. Buying tokens and dividends don't sound like mining. We're not really. We're talking about the white paper that Raven just released, and we've talked. I mean, it did the overview of the mining, and so that's been kind of covered. The holder of the token car could issue a unique token for each car by VIN. Yeah, so that's pretty similar to stuff that we have already or are capable of, in my humble opinion, as far as I understand it. As far as I've seen, GTA Killer Raven is most profitable for NVIDIA. The AMD miners are still having a few issues here and there. So I think primarily with stability though, but they're getting better. I'll have to review a couple of the new ones. So. But the algo is not AMD friendly, says Burrito One Place, but it doesn't stop him from mining. I'm using NVIDIA cards on it right now, currently. So this one was interesting. Messaging stakeholders. Common problem with token assets is that the token issuer cannot communicate with the token holders. This must be handled very carefully because the token holders do not always wish to be identified. The communication should allow the token holder to opt out at any time. The message system should only allow select parties to use the message channel so that it is not a spam conduit. The messaging system uses unique tokens to allow communication on the main token channel. For example, the company token would have a company alert token, which allows alerts to be sent to all holders of that company. Newsletters, game developers, nonprofits, and etc. Corporations and other entities will be able to issue tokens for specific users and then message those users. But unlike email or other messaging services, the messaging itself will be enabled only for the token holders, thereby making the token transferable. Okay. Messaging to token holders by authorized senders will be layered on top of the unique assets. The unique assets will act as a talking stick, allowing messages to be sent by the other channel owner. The COW protocol will be published with more information on this separately. So this is something new. This I don't think you can do at all currently with anything else that's out. As far as I can tell. So it's not swapping between ETH hash, Kryptonite, and Equihash. The full list, X16R is right here. Currently, it's using Blake, BMW, Grostel, I can never say it, JH, Kakak, Skyne, Lufa, CubeHash, Shavite, Simd, Echo, Hamshi, Fugi, Shabal, Whirlpool, and Shaw 512. It's all determined by the final bytes, the order in which it goes in. This is covered. I covered this in a different video that you guys can go check out. Right now we're getting all the new information. So there you go. Also, Spike's power limit to 65. Make separate instances for more than 4 cards. Makes it way more stable. Okay, thanks for the tip, Jeff. Sounds like you're helping everybody out. There you go. Voting. One of the problems among many with existing U.S. financial systems, this can already be done. So tokens are created to represent votes. Ravencoin will create an exact number of vote tokens and distribute them one-to-one to the token holders. These votes can be sent via the protocol to addresses that tally the votes. Well, like I said, the thing that hasn't been done that's important here is being able to message your stakeholders. That's the thing that hasn't been done. I'm wondering how they're going to handle this. So privacy is the one I'm super interested in right now, how they're planning on handling it. So let's dive into this. Privacy is key in investments in tokens because financial systems function better when assets are fungible and can trade in a frictionless manner. The project should seek to strengthen privacy in any way possible as future technological improvements are made. As capabilities like messaging, assets, and rewards are added, privacy will be preserved in the same way that the UTXO-based cryptocurrencies separate identity from public addresses. There's not enough there, guys. Not enough here. It doesn't tell me really how, other than using a system that's already been in place. There's not enough under privacy, in my humble opinion. So let's grab the conclusion here. Ravencoin is a platform coin built on the UTXO model of Bitcoin. Modifying Bitcoin code to add these capabilities is not practical, but Ravencoin is a platform built from code fork and issuing newly mined Raven. Ravencoin will be adding assets, rewards, unique assets, messaging, and voting to Bitcoin. The Raven protocol's capabilities will be rolled out in phases, which will be done as planned hard fork upgrade. So, okay. The code base is designed to allow users and developers to maintain a secure, decentralized, and tamper-resistant network. The Ravencoin project can also serve as a base and starting point for projects, second-layer solutions, experiments, and business ideas which might benefit from either the Bitcoin-based code base with adjustments or native additional features added to the Ravencoin blockchain. So what did we learn today? We learned that they renamed tokens to assets, as far as I can tell, and they added a messaging system for token holders on top of the tokens. Am I missing anything here? Is that pretty much what it sounds like? So we're talking primarily we're talking about mining it. I understand we're a mining channel, but we want to make sure that this project makes sense, right? If we're going to mine it, we want to make sure that it's on the up and up and they're actually doing stuff that matters. So we have the roadmap now. You guys can access this. I'll paste it, of course, in chat for you guys. And if you're watching later, it'll be in the description below for you guys to check out. So let's pop into the roadmap here. I don't think Raven was a privacy thing, that more towards Zencash. I'm just wondering how they're specifically, Theodore, going to handle privacy since it was a topic in their white paper. It doesn't seem to be a primary focus, so I get that. The primary focus is going to be the asset management, right? But privacy is still something we want to talk about and get some more detail on, right? That's my only thing with that, I think, for that portion of it. So here's the Ravencoin roadmap. Phase 1 is complete. So Ravencoin is a proof of work coin built on Bitcoin UTXO model. As with other Bitcoin derivatives, Ravencoins are distributed to persons augmenting the Raven network by mining Raven. So you have a 1,000 coin distribution, 21 billion total, 10 times faster blocks, 1 per minute, in-app CPU mining, which is pretty much not profitable anymore, just so you guys understand that, but it is cool, I guess. 1.5 day difficulty adjustment, 2016 blocks. Addresses start with R for regular addresses or lowercase r for multi-sig. The network port is 8767 and the RPC port is 8766. Privacy is on the radar, but asset comes first. Yeah, Blampen, that's pretty much exactly how I'm understanding it at this point. Asic resistant. So here we go. The big key that everybody's interested in, especially with that ET hash, A6 that just released from Bitmain, which you can go check out the video on my channel covering that. But Asic Resistance, a published commitment to continual attempts at Asic resistance. If ASICs are created for X16R, then we will add a specific block number, modify one of the algorithms to add equihash, ET hash, or similar, sorry, giggle at that, ET hash or similar efforts to increase resistance to ASIC miners for Raven. I realized that, so having an ET hash ASIC still wouldn't work on this if they added ET hash, by the way. I just think it's a coincidence that this launched the same day that we got the official tweet to start pre-ordering the ET hash ASICs. So it was just irony. That's what I'll say. Ravencoin, so asset support, here we go. Ravencoin will be a hard fork that extends Raven to include the ability to issue and transfer assets. The expected release of asset capabilities will be approximately 7 months after the release of Raven. Okay, so 7 months, not after mining, right? But 7 months after, what was that date again? I think it was up here. What was the official? So, I mean, we're talking about August, around August? Not August. Yeah, August, right? Yeah, because they said January. October. October 27th. Okay. Was that the original release date, Theodore? Thanks for keeping me up. I need y'all's help to keep track of everything here. Let's see then. Okay, October 27th was the release, so October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. May is when assets will be launched? That could, in a month? That'd be insane. That seems really, really fast to me for some reason. But awesome, if true. The cost to create assets will be 500 Raven to create any quantity of an asset. So that should drive prices of Raven up pretty good. Each asset name must be unique. Asset names will be limited to the alphabet and the 0 through 9 numerical. It must be at least 3 characters long and cannot be the first or last character or be consecutive. Oh, first and last cannot be consecutive. Gotcha. So it's either in May or it's in August. Sometime between May and August at this point is what I would assume when we start seeing asset support being launched. Metadata about the token can be stored in IPFS. Initially, this cannot be changed. If there is a demand, the system can be updated to allow updating the metadata by the token issuer. Reward capabilities will be added to allow payment in Raven to all holders of an asset. Payments of Raven will be distributed to all asset holders pro rata. I'm probably saying that wrong with my southern accent. I apologize. This is useful for paying dividends, dividing payments, or rewarding a group of token holders. Example, a small software company. I mean, this is all the examples we read earlier. We're looking more for time to date. Okay, so block size. Raven may increase the block size from 1 megabytes to undetermined amounts to allow for more on-chain transactions. I think I'm personally okay with that. Rewards allow payment in Raven to asset holders, unique assets. So once created, assets can be made unique for a cost of 5 Raven. Okay. Only non-divisible assets can be made unique. This moves an asset to a UTXO and associates a unique identifier with the TXID. From this point, the asset can be moved from one address to another and can be tracked by its origin. Only the issuer of the original asset can make an asset unique. The cost to make unique assets will be sent to a burn address. Okay. And there's all the examples that we already read about that. So messaging to a token holder by authorized senders will be layered on top of the phase 3 unique assets. But we don't have a date for, so we have 7 months till asset support, which is phase 2, but we don't really have a date for the rest of these or projected time. And the voting will be accomplished by creating, distributing parallel tokens to token holders. Okay. And then a list of RPC commands. So you have issue to, issue from, issue more, make unique asset, list assets, list unique assets, send asset from, get transaction, list asset transactions, reward, and send assets. So that pretty much covers it. So Kunani says launch, yeah, launch was January, so 7 months, so in about 4 months. So in about August, we'll see asset management roll out on top of it. That's going to give you guys a good idea of how you want to mine and not dump until that's released. So, you know, mine and keep some for 4 months. There you go. That would be my suggestion. And this is looking pretty solid. I like the messaging. I think that's the unique thing that's going to set it apart from everything else, is this right here. And that should come in phase 3 when unique assets are presented. So there you go. Mine and hodl. Mine and hodl. You got it, Crypto Techno. You got it. So you guys have any questions about what I think? I think I've covered everything that I think. Like I said, mine and hold for at least 4 months. And the other thing is that what makes this special is the messaging and the X16R algo being able to kind of on the fly change, right? On the fly change and prevent ASIC. So those are the primary ones. There's no hint of it moving to proof of stake. There's no hint of master nodes. The only question I have is privacy at this point. YouTube watcher, by that I mean that they can kind of switch up the order of the algos, and then they can fork over and fork in a new algorithm into the process. So maybe it would be X17R, for example, and add a whole new one. So as soon as somebody did in the future potentially create an ASICs for it, they could combat that almost immediately. I am currently on Mining Panda Pool, but you know, no shameless self-promotion. Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. I already plugged it in the video, by the way, on how and why to mine it. So unique token names too, not like Waves or ETH where ID is not unique. Good point. Good point. Okay, so those are the two, messaging and unique tokens in X16R. There you go. Look at turning on full node in Raven Wallet to help the network too, peeps. Alrighty, we'll look at that. Thanks for shouting that out, Jeremy. So ASICs are the devil because they make difficulty harder. ASICs are not the devil because they make difficulty harder. They are more, they pose a stronger threat to centralization, because the hash power is so high. And there's still only one company making them for the most part. And if any other companies try to make them, they buy them out. That's kind of how that's running. Cool. Crypto Chick runs that pool. Crypto Chick. So thanks for watching, guys. I am going to wrap it up. Before I go, if you don't mind, throw in a like down on the stream if you enjoyed it. I appreciate everybody being here. This video will be up if you need to re-watch it, of course. So just go ahead and click the like. If you need to go re-watch it, it'll be public here in just a little bit. You'll get all my thoughts on it, and pretty much I just read it to you. So maybe I'll post this in podcast format over on SoundCloud so people can hear it over there as well. And so everybody on the podcast, if I did not read it enough and you didn't understand it enough, I will also link the white paper, links to the white papers and the roadmap for you guys there. Well, go rewatch Hulk Hogan. And until next time, I'll see you next Tuesday.